Hi everyone, Alex Wilson here, accredited mental health social worker and owner of Mindful Recovery Services, which is a private practice on the New South Wales Central Coast. So I'm doing a little vlog today just to advise my online people and followers about some of the decisions and some of the reasons for the decisions that I've made in our practice, in our counselling practice this week. We've all been hearing all about COVID-19 and all the concerns about that. Thankfully, in Australia, where I am, we're still, not at the severity of things as some other countries. However, the prediction is we will be pretty soon. When that's going to happen, nobody can really say. So I had to make some really tough decisions about the practice this week. And not decisions just for me and my team, but also decisions that obviously impact all of my clients, all of our referring doctors, and their families. And so these are decisions that have not come lightly. I put a lot of time and thought into them. And what I've ended up deciding to do is that we are no longer going to be doing any face-to-face counselling sessions for the next 2 weeks, and we are moving all of our services to either online or telephone sessions. I know there's quite a few private practices who are doing this, and I think one of the benefits of having a counselling practice is that we can move online pretty easily without too much drama and problem. However, that being said, I know that there is always a reluctance when change happens like this, and I know that for some of my clients, there's that sense of, oh no, this isn't going to be how I usually see my therapist, and I don't know, and that feels really scary and weird, and is it going to be the same, and is it going to, be as helpful, and all of those really valid questions, right? And so I guess I want to reassure people that, there's a lot of good research that shows us that, online sessions in particular, where we can see each other and we can see each other's mannerisms, are just as effective as face to face. Now, on the telephone, we do miss some of those verbal cues, but again, still really, really effective. And, particularly during this time when there's so much fear and anxiety and confusion going around, even more important to get in touch with your therapist and have a conversation. And, even if it's just to kind of, get off your chest some of the things that you're concerned about, or some of the questions that you're wrestling with, or some of the things that you're feeling really confused or even angry about. I know there's a lot of anger out there about different people's behaviors and how other people are, maybe handling what's happening. And it's really important to have a safe outlet for all of this stuff that's going on. We've never been in this situation before. And so this is all new, right? And there's a lot of unknowns. And so these changes that are happening, these changes are happening within my private practice and how I work with clients over the next little while. But these changes are happening all around us. And even though change can be scary, we also want to move towards it and saying, well, actually, this could move us towards something even positive down the track. Right? There's a lot of really positive things about having remote sessions, telephone or online. Some of the positives, and I'm going to be kind of, blogging and posting about this stuff over the next while. Some of the positives about having remote sessions is that you can fit it in if you're really busy. If you're self-isolating, you don't need to worry about going out to your appointments. You can still have your appointments at home. If your kids are not in school, you can still have your appointments at home. They can be in the background, not too disruptive. That's really flexible from your own home environment where you're most comfortable. Obviously, there's benefits to reducing your risk of infection and illness. And there's also the benefit of reducing the risk that you spread the illness to other people. I really believe that we have an ethical obligation to protect the most vulnerable people in our society. And that means, as a person with a good, healthy immune system, I need to take the steps to reduce the likelihood that I'm going to pass it on to somebody who could potentially die from this virus. And even though I might not get really sick with it, I could infect somebody who does. And so it's really important that we factor that in as well as part of just a social conscience. Some of the other benefits of online or phone sessions: no traffic. right? No parking issues, no traffic jams. You can attend in your pajamas if you want. All of these things are real benefits. And I think that it's fair to say, as we use technology more and more, the online delivery of services is going to become more predominant, and we're all going to get used to that. And there'll come a time when we go, oh, I can't imagine when I had to trek it into my therapist's office all the time, right? Just like we used to have to trek it into the bank to get money out. Now we think about that, we're like, that's crazy, the amount of time that takes up, right? And so these things, change is difficult. I know this was a really difficult decision for me to make. I know that I have some clients who are really concerned about it. There have been issues around Medicare rebates, and that some people will not be able to access Medicare rebates for online sessions. That is a really big problem that I know a lot of people are speaking to Medicare and the government about. However, there are still overwhelming benefits to, getting access to really good mental health treatment. And if you think about the cost in regards to the benefits in your life, I think most people would agree it's probably, worth it times 10. So I just wanted to share that. And, if you have any concerns or any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. If you want to get in touch with somebody about some online counseling or some telephone counseling, please give us a call or send us an email via Mindful Recovery Services. You can message us through the website, you can comment on here, or get our phone number and give us a call. We're still working. The people are still answering the phones. We still do all of that stuff for you. And the only difference is that now your sessions will happen in the comfort of your home, and we'll review things in a couple of weeks and see how it goes. So there will be some of you who, of course, are really excited about this and say, yes, awesome, I've wanted online sessions for ages, and this is actually a really nice progression to that. So I will be posting quite a lot in the coming weeks about this issue and trying to shed as much information as I can for people as we adjust to whatever this new way of life is going to look like. I hope you're all very well physically, emotionally, mentally, and please reach out if my team can help in any way or if you need any help. Okay, talk later. Bye.